Hey, yo, Breezy.
Yo.
Wide receivers in the NFL are getting paid at a crazy clip. We're going to talk about that. And we got to continue ranking these quarterbacks. You ready to do all that, man?
Let's get to it, baby. No harm, no foul.
With as smart as technology is, Wayne, can you tell me some of the dumbest things your smart devices do that like irk you? Do you have like, all right, so like for example, right? Like we sitting here, we live. My computer's been on for the last 30, 40 minutes, right? All of a sudden at the bottom, I have this pop-up that says Bitdefender is about to do a restart on your computer and it's got a countdown going to do like random updates. Like, bro, I've been here for 30 minutes. Why is it that when I hit start, you wanna hit this 30-second? Like, you can see that I'm using. If you're supposed to be so smart, you should be able to tell that I'm streaming now.
The computer's not a smart
my camera,
device.
my microphone is on, my browser's on. The computer's not a smart device.
No, you like, I guarantee you, if you go to your settings in that Bitfinder, you have it set to go to update at a certain time. It don't just do it when it wants to. It's what you got it set to. You might not have read the settings. You know what I'm saying? It happens to.
So I got Bitfinder set to update at 4 p.m.
It's possible. Or you know what I'm saying? It's possible. My stuff does it too. I use Norton's, but it does it too.
I will kick Bitfinders.
But it's not a smart device where smart devices are when they kind of like, they use some type of artificial intelligence to kind of like read your behaviors and stuff. And I don't think that like what you do on the computer at a certain time, you know what I'm saying? Like, are you telling it what to do? And then it kind of like reacts to that. Like, I guarantee you told your computer to do this, but when you downloaded whatever it's called,
Bitdefender.
Yeah, you just don't remember it.
Maybe. But you don't have anything that goes crazy. Like, you ever get in your car and it won't let you put it in drive without like putting your seatbelt on, or the emergency brake like stays engaged? Like, your car wasn't doing that stuff?
No, my car is not that new. So maybe the newer cars does that.
Oh my God. Yo, I got so mad one day. I was just like, fuck, I'm gonna floor it. And it was just, you know how like when the emergency brake is engaged, it just lifts up?
Yeah.
Like, it just keep lifting. Like, the car was like, nah, if you don't put your seatbelt on, we ain't going nowhere.
Wow, that's dope. I mean, I guess it's forcing you to wear your seatbelt.
Like, you be in an emergency, you be trying to run out quick, and the car just be like, nah, bro,
just
chill.
put your seatbelt on. Like, take you 2 seconds.
I do. And I only know it because of that one time that it happened, because I'm a seatbelt person. I told you the story about my mom. Like, she would just sit in the car, wouldn't say nothing to us, just make us sit there and just like, we'd be in the car just ready. Like, come on, me and my brother like ready. And like 20 minutes, like, we just said, Mom, I ain't saying nothing. Y'all know what we're supposed to do if y'all want to leave. Like, oh man. So like, I'm seatbelt, Mr. Seatbelt, but it's all good. How's your day going, brother?
It's going good, man. Real good. Got one more thing to record for today, and then I'm gonna watch this Dallas Minnesota game tonight.
I believe what's left on your docket was the Madden simulation, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah, I cannot remember who we played week 3. That's crazy. I got weeks 1 and 2. I cannot remember who we played week 3, just off the top of my head.
Oh, wait, week 3 is a big game.
Okay.
Hold on. Now I gotta.
You gotta look it up. That's what I'm saying. I was trying to do it without looking it up. I know week 1 is a big game. That's Monday.
Oh, I know. Okay, I looked it up, but I won't tell you who it is. But you'll understand why it's a big game when you get it. It's the first. You want a hint?
Oh, no. Yes, hint.
It's the first divisional game. That's why it's
the Cardinals.
No,
the Rams.
No. Yeah, it's the Rams. We got the Rams week 3.
But that's why I don't remember it, because it's an insignificant game.
It's the home games. Yo, see, we got to stop talking like that as fans.
I'm
Y'all,
not going to stop talking like nothing. You could stop talking like that.
Y'all be so arrogant sometimes, and I get in my moods where like you can't tell me nothing about my squad. Like I get it, but yo, like I be watching like fans go at it with other fan bases. Sometimes I be like, yo, like sometimes I feel like y'all deserve to be let down. Like I be watching how arrogant Niner fans are, yo. Like we ain't won. Push your beat button. I know you got a beat button over it, but we ain't won. Yes, perfect in like 20 years, and y'all be like just.
But we winning now.
Flapping the gums.
Every other fan base,
we ain't win nothing now.
Every other fan base is doing it. I'm saying winning. You know what I mean? You if you're specifying it to winning the championship, that's one thing. But we also haven't won games in 20 years. So as a team, as an organization, they're literally back to like the winning. Like, you know what I'm saying? Now, as far as the championship, you're 100% correct. But the Rams have won. Seattle is more relevant than the 49ers. Like every team in our division except for the Cardinals are relevant
no.
when it. Oh no, the Cardinals
lost to the Steelers.
They lost to the Steelers, but they so yeah.
Wait,
they lost.
Where did Kurt Warner got one? Was this with the Giants? No, Kurt Warner got a Super Bowl.
Yeah, but it was with the Rams. No,
God,
it wasn't with the Rams. They didn't win with the Rams, did they?
Hold on, now I gotta look this up. Kurt Warner got one. Yo. I swear, if he won one with the freaking Cardinals, Kurt Warner won one Super Bowl championship. I think it was with the Cardinals, bro.
So the Cardinals beat the Steelers that day? I thought one of those receivers caught like.
I thought the Steelers won that at the end.
Yeah.
Oh my God, yo, we the most irrelevant team in the NFC West.
Exactly. See, he did win one and lost two. I thought he lost with the Rams. No, he did win with the Rams, right? The Rams' first Super Bowl isn't with Sean McVay. He won with the Rams.
He won with the Rams.
Yeah,
yes.
the greatest show on
yes.
turf. I'll never forget that year.
Okay.
Them motherfuckers
they
couldn't be stopped.
Okay. And then the other one, he on
lost
the roster
Cardinal.
for.
No, he lost with the Cardinals.
No, but he won two of them though. He won two. Both of them was the Rams versus Tennessee, and then that was it. That was it. I'm sorry. That was it. Okay. Whoo. Thank God it wasn't the Cardinals. So the Cardinals don't have one then?
Right. And so
they don't have one.
So the Niners are more relevant because we've been to more Super Bowls than the Cardinals in the past recently.
Yeah.
It would have been the Cardinals if the Niners didn't make it back to the Super Bowl the past three, times they did.
Oh my God.
Which was after the Cardinals. But as far as championships, is Rams, relevance, Seattle, Niners, 0 for the Cardinals.
We gotta change that, man. We gotta change that, Wayne.
I understand that. I understand. You're right. Bro, you're not gonna get no pushback from me. Ever.
We need better wide receivers.
No, we need
better running backs.
No, we need to utilize them better.
Which one, the running backs or the wide receivers?
Both. You can't tell me this is the second time in a row. Third big game in a row. Third big game in a row, and I mean that. I'm going Super Bowl 54. I'm going that NFC Championship game against the Rams, which. They won that Super Bowl. They lost that Super Bowl. They won that Super Bowl. I can't remember if the Rams won that Super Bowl.
The Rams won the year they beat us in the championship.
They beat us, yeah. Right. That one, and then Super Bowl 58. There's one player that they misutilized in all three of those Super Bowls. His name is Deebo Samuel. No. And I can't figure out how you misuse your weapon X.
So maybe what if the opposing teams were purposely taking him out? If he's weapon X and everybody in the whole and their mama know it.
It's kind of hard to automatically take out a person. Okay, I didn't mean to cut you off, so I'm sorry. But it's kind of hard to take out a person that you just need to get the ball in space and let him do his thing. If Kyle Shanahan is such this great space creator and he schemes his guys open, I don't think you got to scheme a 1 yard pass or a pass behind the line of scrimmage It's all comes
Yeah,
down
but
to your blocking
that-
doing their job.
That
And
play
s-
won't do too much if your sole focus is to let's get him the ball in
That
a
doesn't
yard
have
or
to
two.
be the sole focus, though, Mike. It just has to be a focus. They did it, and it worked. They didn't do it enough, is my point. They did it, and it worked. I remember in the second half, they did it, and Debo finally got some yards, opposed to running the routes down the field and not being able to catch the ball down the field with the All-Pros draped all over him.
Right. Yeah.
That's not how you use Debo, though. And even Brandon Ayuk don't get utilized like that because he's running a route to where he's going to find himself to get open.
He ain't doing nothing but clearing space.
I just can't figure it out, Mike. And so like, but that's the third time. You go back to the Rams game in the NFC Championship game. You give Debo the ball. That's why Debo was bent over crying, bro. Wasn't because we lost. It was because
Well, I don't know if you remember the game before that. Wasn't that the Packers game where he was like, "Kyle, get me the ball"?
Was that the game? We barely won that game, though, Mike. Remember?
But it was on Debo's back saying, "Yo, get me the ball."
I feel like it was a different game. I feel like that was a different Rams game, like a regular season game. You know what I'm saying? I thought that was a different Rams game.
What year was that? 2021, right?
I don't know, but we barely beat the Packers in that game. Remember, we had a block. Hufanga had a block, a special teams play, right? Or Jordan.
Okay.
What's the other dude? Oh my God, what's the defensive end we had?
What you talking about? That year?
Yeah, and I can't remember.
Ronald
his
Blair?
name. Nope. Jordan Willis. Jordan Willis made a good play in that game, I think, against in the Green Bay game. They said it was against the Cowboys.
No. So that Kyle give me the ball thing did happen against Green Bay the week before the championship game. So the Cowboys game was our wild card game. We won that 23-17. The Packers game was the 13-10 game. And that's when Debo goes to the sideline, tells Kyle, give me the ball, he's like doing this, like rev it up.
Oh, I thought there was another
game.
Then
it was the Rams.
where he told Kyle to give him the ball and he like scored. Or at least got down to the 1 yard line. I could have swore it was a different game.
It could have been that one. I remember him saying, give me the ball, Kyle, and then that's what he got. It was a big play. It was a big play to basically win the game for us. So that it was.
But here's my point. If you go back and look at that NFC Championship game, Debo was killing.
Mm-hmm.
Like in all facets of the football field.
Okay. So
I don't want to say it's the wide receivers, but I like that segue setup because I think having a core, having your core set. The 49ers about to be paying 3 wide receivers, guaranteed money. Core, have that core set. I think that's important because I don't think there's another position Kyle covets other than the center and the tackle and the quarterback. I think the wide receiver position is the one he caters the most to. And he takes care of the ones that, I don't want to say take care of him, but you know what I'm trying to say, right? Like the ones that he put through the fire. There's only one wide receiver that didn't get put through the fire on this roster. His name is the guy we just finished talking about.
Debo.
Like, I think Kyle's scared of Debo, but that's a whole nother conversation.
See, don't start because then that's going
I
to
don't know.
turn into
I'm
something.
not. I'm sorry.
All right. Another contract extension happened today. It was going across the bottom of the screen when we started the episode, man. I think we got to talk about this, man. Jalen Waddle, $84.75 million over 3 years for this extension, bro. That is an average of $28.25 million a year.
Is that?
Yes, it is. Now, here's the crazy thing. It was only 3 years. Now, here's the crazy thing, Wayne. If you look up his numbers for the last 3 years and Brandon Ayuk's numbers for the last 3 years, who do you think has more touchdowns?
Ayuk.
You were absolutely right. Who do you think has more receptions?
Waddle.
You were absolutely right. How much of a difference do you think it is between their yards?
I think the yards are super similar. You said past 3 years, but I think they're super similar. I got the past 2 years being super similar, but I would say Past 3 years, super similar. So I just want to break down this contract because even though it says 28.25 million, that's not what he's going to get. So he can earn up to that.
That's just the average per year.
So they will break down the 76 million guaranteed. That's what's going to be split over the 3 years. That's what he'll be getting every year. And then he can make up the rest of the money with incentives and whatever. But, you know, the average per year on what he can make up to is 28.25. But if you divide that 75 by 3, he's at that 25.3 number, which is what he's going to be guaranteed. That's what, you know, that's why we look at Brandon Ayuk, you're saying, all right, well, what's the guaranteed number? And then divide that up by however many years. That's the key. If that guaranteed number is...
I hear you, right? And the guarantee is cool. That 74 and some change is cool to look at. But 76. The Niners can't 76, I'm sorry, can't walk into a negotiation and say, hey, look, he got 76 guaranteed. That's where we start. And they're going to say, yeah, but it maxes out at 84.75. We need to know what our max is at also. Now we have the floor.
Yeah, but the guaranteed is what the player wants. And then there is a max. They're going to look for the max number. The max number is going to be high too, right? So the max number, and it depends on the years. This is 3-year 84.75. But what's the guarantee? It could have been 50 million guaranteed. That's a bad contract. That's a hell no.
So he got 76 guaranteed, you said?
Yeah, so what's that percentage? That's the hell of almost
76 divided by 84.75 is almost 90%.
There you go.
It's 89.6%.
So it's 90%. Round it up. Bam. Let's do it.
So
that's a great ass contract
extension for.
They have to beat it.
So make it 85 total.
There you go. Now you're talking.
And make it 90% total.
Boom. It's the percentage. So what's the percentage? Yeah, there you go. Or they might even go 91%. Like, because if I'm Ayuk's agent, I'm always up it, right? Because the game is also to make the next man pay more, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So here's my question. So this is weird. Oh, I'm so glad you said, Wayne. We gotta get one of these every episode. Wayne, let me ask you this question now. Jalen Waddle is wide receiver blank on the Miami Dolphins.
2.
Oh, we about to talk.
Nah, he's definitely number 2.
We about to talk, huh? So if
he's number 2,
now, he's number 2 based off of stats, production, right?
He's just number 2 because there's another name. If that name wasn't there, Mike, he'd be number 1. So I can't just say based off of stats and production.
Nah,
I can't. I can't.
Listen to me.
If you take that name off of their roster, he's number 1, Mike. Come on, Mike.
No. You can't take that name off. You can't take Tyreek Hill off that roster.
You can't, but I'm just saying you can. Like, go ahead.
Are you telling me that they paid him like he's the number 1 wide receiver on this team, or they paid him like he's the number 2 receiver on this team?
I think they paid him like he's the number 1, 2 wide receiver on this team.
I knew you was gonna try to do some okie dokie.
You can't tell me I'm not right though. Like, think about what I'm saying. Okay.
Listen, man.
Okay. Look at
Tyreek Hill.
Is Amon-Ra St. Brown the number 1 wide receiver on the Lions? Yes. Right. Look at this. Let's look at his contract. It's damn near. I think this contract is better than his contract. I know the number is greater, but force yourself to look at the guarantee. Ain't his contract like 35 million guaranteed or something like that? It was weird.
I don't remember what. I don't remember what his is.
All right, so you're talking. I'll try to look that up while you're talking.
Okay. All right. So cool. So Tyreek Hill is getting. I'm just talking averages now. Tyreek Hill is getting 30 million a year on average.
Mm-hmm.
Jalen Waddle is getting 28.25 million per year on average. We're talking over 58 million a year for 2 wide receivers. I don't want to hear nobody say the Niners can't do this.
Okay,
nobody.
So I got you. Here we go. He got a 4-year. You're right. Yes, Mike. That's exactly where I was going. Where's my ding ding? That's exactly where I was going with that. I'm glad you said that, but I saw words pop up in front of my face, so I had to read it. All right. He got a 4-year. He got a big ass contract. 4-year, $120 million contract. His guaranteed number is $77 million. What's that percentage though?
Give
Let's
me
do
the
the
numbers
math.
again. 4 years for how many?
Let's just say, let's round it out. 4 years.
What's the guarantee?
Guarantee 77.
Uh-huh.
So
And
it's
what was the total?
77 divided by what you just said, right? 120.
120? Oh my God, it's only 64%, bro.
Bam.
It's only 64%.
So you just paid. You telling me if and so just to and you know what, Mike? Let's just stick here for a second, man. We could get to them damn quarterback. If you're telling me he they number one, and yeah, the bigger number is there, but guess what? His guarantee is only $1 more million than Jalen Waddle, who you just told me was a number 2, which he is on that roster because of Tyreek Hill. And so, like, if Tyreek Hill's not there, he's easily their number 1. I could tell you right now, if I'm the San Francisco 49ers, I'm hitting up Ayuk. I'm saying, let's get this junk done before mini camp. Yes, June. Yes. Yes. Because you know why? Once CeeDee Lamb gets paid, it's a wrap. And if I'm Brandon Ayuk's agent, I'm waiting. I'm on my Don Yee shit. That's what I'm on right now.
And see, Mark says something here that's really important and at the same time,
yes,
very insignificant. Hear me out.
Oh, I know the insignificance. I know where you're going because I'm with you. God dang it.
But I'll read it and then you just respond in. I'll read it and you just respond.
Okay,
Mike,
go
you
ahead.
say that, but Miami doesn't have the second and third highest paid tight end and the highest paid running back as well.
So when I looked at their contracts, which are all expiring rather soon, right? It doesn't really affect the 49ers like we think it's going to affect the 49ers. You got to look at the restructuring of George Kittle. George Kittle's only set to make $12 million this year. He's making less than Fred Warner. Fred Warner's only making $12.5 million. The top 2 contracts, Mike, literally in 2000 and this year, Trent Williams and Deebo Samuel.
Nick Bosa.
No.
Nick Bosa's next year.
Damn it, I can't even say his name. Yes. It's Deebo and it's Trent Williams. Trent Williams is $31 million. Deebo's $28 million. The Niners, and guess who number 3 was? I said was, so guess.
George Kittle.
No, Eric Armstead. It was $28 million.
Armstead.
That's why the Niners told him, yo, you want to take a pay cut? All right, cool. Peace. And now they're gonna recoup $18 million back on their salary cap. And then Brandon Ayuk is at 14, Mike. So at that 14-1 number, that's where Nick Bosa is.
But hear me out.
I already know where you're going with it. Go ahead.
Can be worked into the numbers.
It's going to be worked into the numbers.
And then that disappears, and then you got money to play with now.
And so that 14 might turn into 2. I don't know if it'll go that low, but my point is for this year, Brandon Ayuk's cap hit won't be until 2027. And that's what I'm trying to get people to understand. So, like, if, like, I know everybody's trying to be a master of the cap, but I think the Niners are changing the rules of the cap. Like, they're finagling it.
Man,
like,
F that cap, bro. F that cap.
Right.
And, Mark, another thing is this. You talking about the highest paid tight end, highest paid running back, ain't got nothing to do with my client as a wide receiver. I don't care. I didn't tell y'all to give them that money.
That's funny.
I didn't tell y'all to give that running back that money. I didn't tell y'all to give George Kittle that money. I don't care. Who's been injured more, George Kittle or my client? I'll wait. Yeah, you can say it. It's okay. George Kittle. So don't hold me to that.
I don't even think, when you and Mike, that was funny. I don't even think, Mike. Yes, Mike. You just got to say when. I don't even think, and if I'm being honest, I think Brock Purdy gets, and don't. I think no. I think Brock Purdy gets a Patrick Mahomes type of contract for the 49ers.
Long term, with mad money just being in bonuses, where that shit don't count anything against the cap. Did you know that he don't have a single year with like $40 million against the cap? Like none of it.
Bro, you talk about Patrick Mahomes. Yes.
Patrick Mahomes. And they pimped the shit out of that contract, bro.
They pimped out of the contract, but he's still getting paid. Like, you understand what I'm saying?
He's happy. They happy. Because and the salary cap is not in hell.
It's never not at that position. And it allows them to address free agency. It allows them to keep certain players, and it allows them to continue to build and free agency. That's what the cap is all about. Like, if I'm great, how do I continue to add? Oh, I need some cap.
So we need a 6-year deal for Brock Purdy. Is what you're saying?
10.
We need a
Stretch that
6-year deal
out.
for Brock Purdy. Is what you're saying?
Okay, 6.
I'm
Damn
not.
it.
I'm not.
I know I said 10. I know I said it, but yeah,
But
whatever
Brock
you say.
Purdy, you think Brock Purdy's a 10-year? All right, we going. Let's get back to quarterbacks. That's a good segue. That's a
All
good
right, let me
segue.
ask you this question: if Brock Purdy win the Super Bowl, when Brock Purdy wins the Super Bowl, because I believe Patrick Mahomes got the one Super Bowl, then the deal, right? I can't remember, but I want to say that's what happened.
Round pick. He was a first-round pick.
I understand. I understand that. I'm not saying that. Oh, wait. I think people think I'm going cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. I'm not saying that they're going to pay him $550 million 10 years. But it might be a deal where
he's talking about the structure. Stretch it out, not dollar for dollar. He's talking about structure, yo.
Right. I'm just saying the structure of it. That way it alleviates the pressure of the cap. And your money, the cap hits aren't tied, and you could still keep your skilled players around, and you're not freaking tied so much into the cap at the quarterback spot. That's all I'm saying. So that's the best. It's rare, but we saw it happen with Patrick Mahomes. I think the Niners, we get the real Brock Purdy.
Right. So they won the Super Bowl in 2020, his third year. So 17, 18, 19, so 19/20.
Who's going into his third year?
Yeah. Wait. But I don't think his contract was. I think his contract was a year after that.
My point is, after this year, Brock Purdy's contract, the end of the 2000, he still has to play 2025. So at the end of 2025, he'll be a free agent. But now we're talking about extension. So if Brock Purdy wins the Super Bowl with the 49ers, I can guarantee you, his agent is saying, get my quarterback extended. Bump that last year. He just won a Super Bowl. Now the Niners would love to keep him on the cheap humbug, but that ain't what's going to happen.
It was 2020, so right after winning the Super Bowl.
Trying to tell you, bro. I think the Niners follow that suit with the quarterback. Not every team can do it. Not every team is ballsy to do it. But if Andy Reid and the GM of Kansas City, the thing is, if you find your quarterback, you find it for a good thing. It's almost like finding a wife, right? If you find your quarterback, you find it for a good thing. So you want to make sure that the long-term thing is there. If Brock is the guy, which I believe he is, you long-term it up. You don't get any longer than 10 years.
Let's see if we can agree on quarterback 27. We got 2 minutes. So, I don't know if you guys remember the last episode of No Harm, No Foul. We went over the PFF ranking of quarterbacks overall, and we said we're going to do our own No Harm, No Foul ranking of the 32 quarterbacks. So we started with the rookies and put them in order of who we thought was going to be the least successful to the most successful. That ended up with Nix, followed by May, followed by Daniels, followed by McCarthy, and then Williams, right?
Yes, sir.
Who now, not a rookie, is the next best quarterback in the NFL. Starting projected quarterback in the NFL based off of PFF's list.
Okay, so
this is simple for me.
Okay, so who you got?
Honestly, Aiden.
Yeah.
Wait, you agree?
Yeah, I mean Aiden is serviceable, and we're at 20. What number are we at? 27.
27.
Yeah, that's easy.
Wow. Can I ask you a question though? All right, let's just play this out for a second. Is he better than Gardner Minshew?
No.
So
can he be? Can his ceiling be better? Does he have a higher ceiling? Possible.
I don't know.
Yes.
I don't know.
But we know that Gardner Minshew is a pro, right system. He's decent to win you enough games.
Gardner Minshew is Ryan Fitzpatrick. Like coming off the bench, you have some very electric games, but he is not meant to be a long-term starter.
There it is. The perfect.
So is that it? 27? We both agree on Aiden O'Connell?
I'm with you. Like I think you hit that one spot on, bro.
Oh man, look at us,
Am I
man,
not
and
supposed to
ended
agree?
on time. Yeah, but I didn't think that. I thought you was gonna say, "Nah, Mike, maybe this guy, maybe that guy." I don't know. I thought you might have tried to throw a Will Levis in there or something like that, or
Nah, like we watched Will. We watched Will got a cannon, and we watched him kind of like come into his own. He came into his own so good in Tennessee. They said Tannehill, get the hell out of here, and they got
wow,
him. They got him weapons, Mike. Yo, that might
yeah,
be a dangerous quarterback.
okay, all right. Listen, I'm not.
He
I
might
ain't
be
hating on it at
26
all.
though.
No Geno Smith thrown in there. You
I
didn't
think
even.
Geno's a
Yo,
little
you
higher
didn't
because
even.
of his efficiency. I
You
think
didn't even hit me with Bryce Young. Like I'm very proud of you. Like that's what's up.
Bryce Young he's going to be in the 20s. He may be 25, 24. I don't know. Like I think second year in the system, him and Adam Thielen did start to make a connection, and I kind of like that. And then they went and got him. They got him Xavier Legette this year, so that's going to be pretty cool. Like, but I'm excited to see what Bryce Young does. I think he has a higher ceiling than all these quarterbacks you just mentioned.
Okay. Well, that's going to do it, man. I'm not even going to beat around the bush. You guys have seen the updated list scrolling across the bottom of the screen there. Aiden O'Connell comes in at 27. We got to all of one quarterback in this episode. So what did we learn?
We learned
Pay
that
Brandon Ayuk.
I was going to say pay BA. Like at the end of the day,
Yeah.
pay BA. Like, because you want to go into this season. You heard Jawan Jennings said, we running it back. Like we're coming back. And that's the key. You don't want to come back too different. You want to come back with additional artillery. That means you still want to bring the same weapons, broski, but you want to bring some additional tools to the shed. You dig? And so I like that the Niners are bringing back their best receiver in Super Bowl 58. And then your studs.
Yeah. Okay.
And, people talk shit about Brandon Ayuk and Debo in that Super Bowl. But if it wasn't for them two being heavily covered, Jawan Jennings may not go off the way he did in man-to-man coverage. I don't think people really watch football. Like, I think they just...
We're going to pick that up.
Okay.
We're going to pick that up.
I'm going to shut up.
I promise you we're going to pick that up. I promise you we're going to pick that up. I got a good story to tell about bowling last night. So that is a very good comeback. We're gonna come back to that. Listen, guys, we're gonna do it. That's gonna do it here. We got hard out today. We went a little bit over, but not too much. Wayne, man, I want to thank you for taking some time out of your very busy, hectic schedule on Thursdays, man, to chill out with me. And if you guys out there are watching this show and you for some reason didn't click the like button,
bad idea. Yo, look.
it don't make no sense. No reason for y'all to not do that. But we're going to get out of here, man. No team is safe when the Niners are on the prowl. I'm Mike. That's Wayne. And this is No Harm, No Foul. Peace.